my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jordan, and my channel or my videos are all about living a plant-based and natural life. Also, now that I shared my exciting news, which I'll link that video in case you haven't seen it, but also my videos are going to start being about my journey to becoming a dietitian. So I've gone back to school and doing prerequisites now and going to be applying for a dietetics and nutrition program. So some of those videos about what's going on with that might sneak in as well. But today I have a new video for you. I don't think I've done one of these before. I've done something similar, but I wanted to share with you my current skincare routine. So I'm going to talk to you about my morning routine for my skincare and my evening routine for my skincare, because recently I've just found a combination of products that really work for me and I just really like. I'm not even on the hunt for anything different because I've just found stuff that really works for me and that I really like. And before, I've always been like, oh, I want to get something different. I've never stuck with the same stuff for a very long amount of time because it just wasn't working or I just wasn't crazy about it. So now I finally feel like I found stuff that I want to repurchase and I will continue repurchasing. So I really wanted to share it with you. My skin type is acne prone, especially hormonal acne, and also dry and sensitive. So it's very hard for me to find products that actually work and that don't like make my skin go crazy. Before we get into the products, I also want to talk about diet and lifestyle and how that plays such a huge part in how your skin looks. So as many of you know, if you watch my videos, I eat a plant-based diet and I've been totally 100% plant-based for now 7 months. And I have noticed a huge improvement in my skin. When I wake up in the morning, it just feels a lot more hydrated and tighter, if that makes any sense. And I've just noticed that my eyes are brighter, and in addition to my skin being better, my hair grows like super crazy and my nails grow really long, which is what you hear a lot of people that go to a plant-based or a vegan diet. You hear a lot of them say that because you're just filling your body with all this amazing fruits and vegetables that and antioxidants that are feeding all of those wonderful things. In addition to my diet, I drink a lot of water. That's pretty much one of the only drinks that I drink is water, other than other things on occasion. But yeah, I drink a glass of probably 2 cups of water in the morning, plus a big cup of green tea. And then I sip on 2 21-ounce water bottles a day. At the evening when I come home, I have a big glass with dinner, and then after dinner I have another big glass plus usually a cup of some kind of herbal tea. So I'm always drinking water throughout the day, and that's a huge piece to skincare, and that's what's going to keep your skin hydrated and just looking and feeling good. You know, when you wake up after maybe you have something like really salty or drink too much and your skin is just like blah, it's so dehydrated. So drinking a lot of water, I can't say that enough, and I know everybody says that about skincare. No matter what products you find, if you're not drinking enough water and getting your diet filled with tons of fruits and vegetables, your skin is just always going to struggle. At least it has in my case. One last little plug for your diet. Try, if you haven't already and you are struggling with skin issues, try cutting out dairy. Now, it does take a while for dairy to kind of get out of your system, especially if you're consuming it regularly. But if you can go like 21 days or 3 weeks or even a month without dairy, just to see, you know, if your digestive issues change and your skin changes, I think that's a great experiment to try, because there are so many studies out there that do link dairy to acne, and I'll put a link for some of those below if you want to check them out, but I won't get into all the science or anything like that. But it definitely is something that is linked to acne because of the hormones that are in milk. Even if you buy organic milk, you're still getting the natural hormones that are coming from the mother cow that are supposed to go to her baby calf in order to grow that calf into a big cow. So there are natural hormones, and there's even fake hormones if you don't buy the organic version. So that messes with our skin. Those hormones get into our body, and that is when the really bad hormonal acne can happen. So I would highly recommend, if you haven't already, try cutting out dairy, because it has certainly helped me for sure. With all that said, even though my diet is pretty on point and I'm really happy with it, I still still get spots every now and again, and they may be due to like my sweaty workouts that I do, or from stress, or from hormonal kind of stuff, but I tend to get them around here and sometimes up on my forehead. And every once in a while, I'll just get a spot here or there. But the products that I have been using now, they barely last a day and they're gone before I know it. And they're definitely not as bad or as frequent as they used to be. So my skin is definitely not perfect by any means, but it is so much better, and I've noticed such an improvement by using these products. I started seeing a facialist, or going to get facials, in January, and I've been going every other month, just about, so like every 8 weeks I go, and that is something that has been really helpful for me. Just having someone kind of look at my skin and evaluate what they think is going on and what they're seeing has been really helpful, because I just wasn't really sure. I was kind of at a point where I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what products to buy. I don't know what's going on with my skin. So it was really helpful, even if you can just go one time. I know not everybody can go get a facial like every 2 months. And that's just something that I thought, okay, I'm going to invest in this and see what's going on with my skin. And I'm so glad that I did. And I'm probably not going to need to go as often anymore now that I found the products and just a good routine. But if you can go one time, just have somebody else, like a professional esthetician or a even a dermatologist, look at your skin and just kind of evaluate what they think is going on. And two, she had suggested some products to me that I ended up purchasing, and I'm going to share some of those with you today. So in order to start my morning skincare routine, my first step is to cleanse. And I have been using this Avalon Organics Intense Defense with Vitamin C cleansing gel. So this is vegan, the bottle is biodegradable, which is great, and no GMOs. The thing I love about this is the smell. It literally smells like an orange peel. Oh, and it is just so energizing first thing in the morning. I love this cleanser. It's not drying, or sometimes it's nice to have that like squeaky clean feeling on your skin, but this doesn't. So it doesn't strip your skin. And I have to give a ton of credit to one of the podcasts that I listen to, and I follow her on Instagram. It's Live Planted, or at Live Planted if you want to follow her on Instagram. She posts about her skincare a lot. And so some of the products that she recently suggested, I think a few months ago, I actually purchased because I was really on the hunt for some good vegan, natural, and organic products. And this is one of them that she recommended, and I am so happy that I bought it. I found this at my local Kroger, and I think you can find it at a lot of grocery stores, or on Amazon, or probably at Target, something like that. This is just a really great overall cleansing gel, good for every skin type. So I really highly recommend this. I've loved using it. The second thing that I do after I cleanse my skin is I use a toner. And this is just regular old 100% natural witch hazel. This is a brand called Dickinson's, and it is their pore perfecting toner, and apparently it is the best beauty buy from InStyle 2016. Who knew? But it gently cleanses, conditions pores to maintain clear, smooth, balanced skin without over drying. So I've really liked this because, like I said, I do have acne prone skin, but it also can be really dry. So this doesn't dry out my skin, which causes even more oil production. This is amazing. Ever since I started using this once a day, I have noticed my acne has totally decreased, like 100%. I notice if I go a day without this, there are more that pop up. So if there were any products that I would say to try, I would say find some witch hazel, because I don't know what it does. It probably explains it on the back, but I won't read that to you right now. But it does something. And I just love that it's 100% all natural. I feel really good about putting that on my skin because, like I've said before, your skin is your largest organ, and what you put on it gets absorbed into your body. Next, after I do my toner, pretty much right after, I do an eye cream. This is a Cure eye cream, and it has chlorella and edelweiss stem cells in it. And I love it because it's really light, but also very hydrating. Like you put it on and you feel like you have like water droplets on the bottom of your eye. It just feels so good. I use this in the morning and the night because it's not so heavy that it would like just be a night cream. I really notice that in the morning my eyes are super bright compared to what they used to be. It's a lot less expensive than other really expensive eye creams that I've used in the past, and I think it works just as well. And the fact that this Acure brand is cruelty-free and a vegan brand, I really like that, and I like to support companies that have those values. Okay, my last product for my morning skincare routine is of course a moisturizer, and this is a SPF broad spectrum moisturizer by Murad, and it is their Pore Reform. I think they have some different kind of lines of skincare, so this is from their Hydrate and Protect Pore Reform line, and again, it's SPF 15 broad spectrum, so super important to wear an SPF every day, especially for me. I'm very prone to sunburns. If you don't wear an SPF every day, that can really cause like early signs of aging, so that's something that I definitely make sure to use, as well as I have a mineral foundation that has an SPF in it as well. And I really like this. It doesn't clog your pores. Well, that doesn't clog my pores, at least. As you can see, I'm about, or maybe you can or can't see, I'm about out of it, so I'm ready to repurchase this. If you're looking for a moisturizer with an SPF that doesn't clog your pores and doesn't feel like super heavy, definitely try this one. It does make my skin appear, we'll say glowing, not oily. It does give your skin like a little bit of a glow or a sheen to it. I think probably just because of the sunscreen, but it does not clog your pores. Now we're gonna move on to my evening routine, and I'm first going to share with you another cleanser. Now, typically I use that same vitamin C cleanser in the morning, every day in the morning, and then also every other day in the evening. So on the off days, I have been using Vivint Skincare. This is their BP 3% Acne Wash Acne Treatment that helps clear breakouts. Of all my products, this is probably the one that's like the least natural, which I'm not crazy about, but I'm not perfect, and I haven't found a cleanser that works as well as at clearing breakouts as this one. So this is a product that the facialist that I go to recommended. I'm sure you can order online, and if I can find a link for it, I will link it down below. But you get this huge bottle, and it does have 3% benzoyl peroxide in it, so that's one of the ingredients that really helps dry up and clear acne. So that's why I only use it every other day, because it can be very drying on the skin. It's a pretty strong medicine for acne. So I really just use this every other day. Sometimes I even go 2 or 3 days without it if I'm like, no, my skin's great, I don't need it. But when I do use this, I promise you the next day, my spots, if I have them, are totally diminished and have totally gone down. So this really increases the time that they heal and just prevents some from happening. I use this cleanser with a Clarisonic brush, and the brush head that I use is for acne prone skin. In the evening, like I said, especially when I use that BP cleanser, it is very drying to the skin, so I like to use this just a couple of drops of 100% pure jojoba oil. You can use this on your skin and on your hair and your scalp, apparently. So it's a really light oil that apparently is supposed to be very similar to our skin's natural sebum. I don't know if that's correct or not. That's just what I was told. So I was recommended to try this by a friend as well as my sister-in-law. So thank you guys so much for telling me to try this, because I absolutely love it. So after I cleanse, I just put a few drops. I almost use it like a serum. So I just put a few drops in, what is on my finger? Okay, I just put a few drops, like one on each fingertip, and then rub it in my hands and put it on my skin, and it just feels really good. It hasn't made me break out. I'm always so afraid to use an oil because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna break me out, and it just feels like you get that oily feeling. But this, I really didn't. I just, you know, feel really hydrated, and my skin looks really silky smooth. I just bought this small bottle, and I've been using it for probably a month, and I still have a ton of it. I think this bottle was like $12, maybe $12. I bought it at Whole Foods, but I think they have it at lots of natural health food and natural product stores, or you can get it online. Lastly, in the evening is my moisturizer, and this is another one that was recommended to me by my esthetician or my facialist. It is by Pavonia, and it is their Soothing Sensitive Skin Cream. So this is for people with sensitive skin, so it works amazing for me. And it comes in this really pretty jar, and you get a ton of product in this jar. This has lasted me, I think I bought this the second time I went, so it's lasted me since March. So that's a really long time. It's mid-June now. It is just so hydrating without feeling heavy. And I know that's like, how does that happen? How does it, that's like what we're all looking for in a moisturizer, but this is it. It makes my skin feel so silky smooth and so good in the mornings. I will not buy anything else as long as they keep making this. The other thing that I love about this Pavonia brand is it's an all natural brand, so they are against using any GMOs or parabens or alcohol, any other kind of like really dangerous chemical that can creep into a lot of our cosmetics these days. They're really against that, and they use a lot of natural products in their skincare. They are a spa brand, so I think they might be hard to find in the store, but you can get it from their website or online, so I'll put a link for that down below. But I absolutely love this moisturizer. I can't say enough good things about it, especially as a nighttime moisturizer if you have sensitive skin. Okay, so those are all the products that I have to share today. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any questions about skincare or about any of the products or about any of the things that I said today, please leave them down below in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you want to see more like it, and share it. So if you have a friend or family member or someone that maybe has some of the same issues that I've talked about, share this video with them so that maybe they can get some ideas. I will see you guys in my next video next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.